Your ex got dumped, he said, still laughing. Calvin dumped her. I sat down on my couch trying to process this information. What do you mean dumped her? I asked. I mean he used her for about 6 weeks and then told her he didn't really love her anymore. Said he just wanted to make sure about his feelings or some shit like that. The irony was incredible. After all that talk about their epic love story and how passionate their connection was, Calvin had basically used her for a hookup and tossed her aside again just like he did in college. According to Joey's source, Calvin had been pretty upfront about it, telling Erica that being with her again made him realize they had both changed too much since college, that what they had was probably just nostalgia, and that he didn't see a future with her. Basically, everything she should have figured out before blowing up her engagement. Like this, Joey continued. Apparently, she's been calling him non-stop trying to get him to change his mind. Dude had to block her number. I felt a weird mix of emotions hearing this. Part of me felt vindicated I had been right about Calvin being a piece of shit who would hurt her again. Part of me wanted to laugh at the irony of her getting a taste of her own medicine, but mostly I felt relieved that I had dodged this bullet. The next few days, I heard more details for the grapevine. Apparently, Erica had been posting on social media about learning to love yourself and knowing your worth, right up until Calvin dumped her. Then suddenly all her posts disappeared and she went quiet online. She had also been telling people at work that she was exploring what real love feels like and how she had never been happier. Her teacher friends had been supportive at first, but when the truth came out about Calvin using her, some of them apparently felt pretty uncomfortable about how she had handled the whole situation. I heard from my sister Sasha that Erica's mom had called my mom crying about how her daughter was going through a difficult time and asking if there was any chance I would consider talking to Erica. My mom politely but firmly told her no, that Erica had made her choice and needed to live with the consequences. About a week after Joey's call, I was at the grocery store when I ran into one of our mutual friends, Lisa. She had been at our engagement party and was supposed to be a bridesmaid. It was awkward as hell to see her, but she was actually cool about it. I just want you to know, she said. Most of us think you handled everything really well. What Erica did was messed up, and you had every right to walk away. That felt good to hear. Sometimes when you're in the middle of drama, you start questioning whether you overreacted or made the wrong choice. Hearing from someone who knew both of us that I had done the right thing was reassuring. Lisa also confirmed what I had been hearing about Calvin. She really thought he was going to leave his whole life behind to be with her. She was talking like they were moving in together and everything. It was delusional. Apparently, Calvin lived about 3 hours away and had his own life, job, and probably other women he was seeing. The idea that he was going to uproot everything for a woman he had already dumped once was pretty ridiculous when you thought about it. But that's what happens when you build a fantasy in your head based on nostalgia and emotional cheating. You convince yourself that your ex was this perfect person who got away when in reality they're just another flawed human being who already showed you once that they don't want to be with you. A few days later, Erica started trying to contact me. She called from different numbers since I had blocked her original one. I didn't answer any of them. Then she showed up at the fire station where Joey works part-time, asking him to give me a message about how sorry she was and how she had made a huge mistake. Joey told her to kick rocks and told me later that she looked like hell, like she hadn't been sleeping or eating right. Part of me felt bad about that, but a bigger part of me thought she had earned every bit of misery she was feeling. When showing up at my friend's work didn't get my attention, she decided to try a different approach. She wrote this massive Facebook post about our relationship and